Back in the studio, ready to make some more music, joined by Ted. Today we're going to do a remix of Steve Lacy, Bad Habit. It's just joined the charts, and the main thing that I'm going to focus on today is chopping these vocals up, pitching them, sampling them, and really trying to make like a second hook out of the vocals that we've got. This is something that I really wish I knew like back in the day when I started producing, because I would have used these techniques all the time. So let's jump into it. We'll put some chords down and then we'll chop these vocals, sample them, pitch them, do everything we can to really switch this up. Let's go. So we're at 85 BPM. So let's speed it up to 100.
I wish I knew you wanted me. I wish I knew it. I wish I knew you.
Alright, so some simple chords.
I wish I knew you wanted me. I wish I knew it. I wish I knew you wanted me. I wish I knew it. I wish I knew you wanted me. What you do, made a move, could've made a move. If I knew I'd be with you, is it
hold it here
to pursue? I bite my tongue, it's a bad habit.
I actually can't click my fingers, so this is what we're working with.
I wish I knew you wanted me. I wish I knew it. I wish I knew you. What you do, made a move, could've made a move. If I knew I'd be with you, is it too late to pursue? I bite my tongue, it's a bad habit.
A little effect hit just on this first hit.
I wish I knew you wanted me. I wish I knew it. I wish I knew you.
And we'll put that there as well. And then also this clap hit always is cool for these build-ups. We just want loads of hits.
I wish I knew you wanted me.
Loads of different percussion noises. And it's got an ARP on it as well, so if you hold down the note, it'll just play the sample on repeat. So this will sound cool in our build-up.
Knew you wanted me. What you do, made a move, could've made a move. If I be with you, is it too late to pursue? I bite my tongue, it's a bad habit.
Right, we need an awesome fill before that drop. Let's do that.
I bite my tongue, it's a bad habit.
Right, so now it's time for the drop. We're going to use the same chords that we used. I'll just copy them over and we'll take the snap. And then also we will take a kick, hi-hat. We'll throw that in there. And then we'll take a closed hi-hat. But we will put an ARP effect on it. And we'll also put some side chain on it so we get a bit of movement. We are absolutely smashing this. Big clap. Not that big though, this big. Just the one clap. Kind of bass line. Alright, and this is just super basic. Obviously we can go back and we can always add to this and really produce it up sort of thing. Alright, so let's chop these vocals up and get something really special. This is the sort of thing that I really wish I knew how to do back in the day when I started production. So simple, but it is in so many records, you hear it everywhere. It's something that I use all the time in remixes now. It's something that people ask for all the time, and I think it's super important to know. Alright, so we've got our vocal here. And we know already that we're in the key of D sharp. So Logic's great for this. I'm going to bounce it down so we're at 100 BPM. And I'm just going to drag this into the sampler. So we've got a full vocal here, and if I press one key,
I wish I knew you wanted me.
we have the vocal playing. So if I click slice here, it slices it up into syllables basically. And we can change the sensitivity to get different syllables out of the vocal. But now we have some cool chops. Now we figured out the key because now I'm going to put auto-tune on this. Crank it up to full. Put it in E flat or D sharp, which is the key we are in. And we're good to go. Nice, we've got auto-tune. We've sliced it up on the sampler. Now maybe a little bit of reverb. And some sidechain. So now, what I usually do is go through the keys and try and find just some cool sounds. So, that doesn't sound cool. That sounds nice. Just like a solid note. Now you see how they're like straight notes? I want to try and find some curved. That's nice. So let's just play our drop now. In fact, let's mute our main vocal and just have a play around. So we've just got the instrumental to play with. Got a nice riff here. Alright, cool. So I've got a kind of little riff going here. It's maybe not something that can carry the whole track, but I'm going to record it. Hey. Alright, so we're not going to forget that now because we're going to mute that, make a new track, and think of a different one. Real nice. Pretty much the first thing that I hit then. Another one. Let's just keep layering these up. Okay. So do you notice all of them sound cool, all of them we could kind of get away with, but we're just layering. And then we know we've got a nice few layers that we can work with. We can chop between them and get something hooky. So once we're happy with our vocals, let's have a listen through to what we have. Love it already. Oh, I love the... So let's take that lower one, maybe put that towards the end. I think my favourite one is probably this first one. So maybe we'll start off with that. And then chop into this one. Wicked. So now we've got a basic kind of chopped vocal, and we can take the actual vocal.
I bite my tongue, it's a bad habit.
and we can just use this word because the track's called Bad Habit. We can take the word Bad Habit and maybe add that into our chops.
Bad habit.
But maybe we could just take bad here. And then maybe have habit at the end. But also we'll do some pitch effects on this. So maybe just before the drop, we could pitch the vocal down by 12.
It's a bad habit.
Love it.
I bite my tongue, it's a bad habit. Bad habit. Bad habit.
Love it. All right, let's copy over this drop so we have it going twice. Let's copy over the fill there as well. All the drums and synths.
Bite my tongue, it's a bad habit. Bad habit. Bad habit.
All right, we've nearly got an anthem. We're gonna add our marimba in as an intro.
I wish I knew you wanted me. I wish I knew.
And we're gonna take our chop vocals, which we've just done. Here. With these extra bits as well. And we'll just copy them over to the intro.
Bad habit. Bad. I wish I knew. Bad habit. I wish I knew.
Oh, we made a banger. All right, so from the start, intro sounded sick, and that was just copying over what I'd already done in the drop.
I wish I knew you wanted me. I wish I knew. I wish I knew you wanted me. I wish I knew. I wish I knew you wanted me.
Build up.
What you do? Made a move, coulda made a move. If I knew I'd be with you, is it too late to pursue? I bite my tongue, it's a bad habit.
Woo. Sounds like summer.
Take a step. You can't surprise a Gemini. I'm everywhere, I'm cross-eyed.
All right, we got a banger. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm glad we could go through all the chop vocals. I'm going to go through this track, give it a nice mix and master it, and then upload it to my channel. So make sure you check it out. Thanks so much for watching, and peace.
What you do? Made a move, coulda made a move. If I knew I'd be with you, is it too late to pursue? I bite my tongue, it's a bad habit. Bad habit. Bad habit. Bad habit. Kinda mad that I didn't take a step. You can't surprise the Gemini.